They don't believe that they could be wrong. They don't even believe that there's any reason for them to be wrong. They are right, they remain right, and they are always right. So when you have such people who are right, always right, and remain right, you want to be careful so they don't get you into a lot of complicated issues, because for them, every other person is wrong. Even you that is trying to help them, you are wrong. They are right, they remain right, and they are always. Hello everyone, it's your friend Dr. Emmanuel O. Odige. We started a series on 49 persons you cannot help. Yes, there are people in our lives, individuals, friends, relatives, families, that as we begin to move on, you find out that you could actually or you can actually not help them. Not because you don't have the mind or the intention to help them, but they've been able to portray an attitude over time that if you keep up with that attitude, you could actually even on your own be contaminated or get drained or get worried for even trying to help them. We considered victim-minded individuals. You can actually check it on our YouTube channel and you definitely will get value for your time. Today we are going to be looking at third category in the 49 persons you cannot help. We've dealt with two different set of persons, and today we are going to be looking at the third set of people that are actually difficult, if not impossible, to help. And the category of persons are called the self-righteous people. The self-righteous people. The problem with the self-righteous people is not because they are extremely bad people, but the challenge with them is they hold on to a particular belief. They hold on to a particular fact, and it's always difficult to change their mind or to change their belief on a subject. And because of their being a pessimistic set of persons, you'll find out that you want to be very careful trying to help them. Hence, they begin to feel offended, or they feel like, their ego is nowhere massaged. So you want to be very careful when you are dealing with self-righteous people. And one of the points, I'm going to be giving us 5 points or 5 reasons why it is difficult, if not impossible, to help this self-righteous set of persons. All right, we've dealt with 2 other set of persons, and if you are just joining us now or you are seeing this video for the first time, I will encourage you to visit our YouTube channel, Emmanuel Inspire TV. We have lots of videos in this channel. I want you to visit the channel, subscribe to the channel, and like and give us your comments. We definitely welcome your views or your personal stories that you want to share among the category of persons that is always difficult, if not impossible, to help. Now, one of the reasons why self-righteous people are difficult to help is that they have a closed mind. All right, they are closed-minded. They do not have an open mind. All right, self-righteous people are often not open to new ideas or perspective. They don't believe in your view. They don't believe in what you have to say. They've made their point. That is what they know. That is what they believe. And that is what is right. Every other person is wrong. As a matter of fact, they don't care. They often use that word. I don't care how you feel. I don't care what you think. This is what I think it is. This may not be a very good position, when you are dealing with people, especially friends or relatives or even family members who actually have this set of attributes. So they firmly believe that they are always right and are resistant to any information or feedback that contradicts their belief. Without the willingness to consider alternative viewpoints, it becomes challenging to help them see the different possibility or solutions that you may actually be bringing to the table. They are not ready to shift ground. They are not ready to make you believe that you even have a point to make. So helping a self-righteous person may be a very big or difficult task. You want to be very careful. You want to help yourself first. You want to even make sure that, you are in the right frame of mind so that you don't actually get yourself offended while you are trying to help a self-righteous person. Like I will always say in any of my video, why we're joining on the 49 persons you cannot help. It doesn't mean that these persons are not going to get help. It's just that they may actually get the help without you. They may actually not get it from you, because when they face other people, when they go to other set of persons, they will change their perception, they will change their personality. And once they do that, the people will see them as a different person and they will be able to help them. But while they are with you, they put up the self-righteous attitude. So you want to be very careful when you are trying to help this set of persons, because they can rob you into their personal issues. All right.
Hi there. If you liked the video, please don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and activate the bell icon so that you receive all notifications whenever we upload a new video. Thanks for watching.
The next point with the self-righteous people, why it's difficult, if not impossible, to help them, is that the lack of humanity. Self-righteous persons, because of their willingness to shift ground on issues or on things, they actually lack empathy. Sometimes they don't seem to understand or sync with situations. They don't seem to ride or even believe that the other person has got anything to express. So because of that, you find out that they begin to lack humanity even in the way they act towards the other person. Self-righteous individuals often lack humanity and unwilling to admit that they could be wrong. They don't believe that they could be wrong. They don't even believe that there's any reason for them to be wrong. They are right, they remain right, and they are always right. So when you have such people who are right, always right, and remain right, you want to be careful so they don't get you into, they don't believe that they could be wrong. They don't even believe that there's any reason for them to be wrong. They are right, they remain right, and they are always right. So when you have such people who are right, always right, and remain right, you want to be careful so they don't get you into a lot of complicated issues, because for them, every other person is wrong. Even you that is trying to help them, you are wrong. They are right, they remain right, and they are always right. So they don't want to shift ground, and they don't believe they can be wrong. They have an inflated sense of superiority and dismissive, of others, or whatever opinion you want to come with. They dismiss it even before you put it out. They won't tell you how it's going to end. All right. They are very forward. They're arrogant. Okay, and that also prevents them from engaging in productive dialogue. You can also difficult to dialogue with them. When they go into dialogue, they don't believe in a win-win. They believe they win. Any good negotiator or any good person who always believe in dialogue understand that in every issues or conflict or matters, it's always going to be a win-win. That is, the person you're having a dialogue with should be happy because he has won. You also should be happy because you have won. So that's why it's called a win-win. But for a self-righteous person, he doesn't believe in a win-win. He has to win or nobody wins. All right. So that's a problem with a self-righteous person. So they don't believe in dialogue, and they don't believe in having, a constructive, engagement. And that also leads them to not be self-reflective. All right. You want to tell them about things, they will never use the mirror to look at themselves. They will never be reflective of their actions. They will never be reflective of their inactions. They don't believe they even have to look back or think of anything that they've done as being wrong. They have a sense of superiority. I've said it. That is it. That is always most of their languages. So when you want to be a self-righteous person, you want to be careful because your opinion may not actually count. So what do? You find a way to put the opinion to those who will be needing it. We have over billions of people around the world, and the Creator have made them all. So if you are not able to help a particular person, you could actually be helping another. And the self-righteous person may not find help from you, and it will also find from another. That's the uniqueness of life. So you want to be careful because you want to save yourself, and you want to be able to have your sanity after you have done the help or assistance that you have given. We're going to be looking at the third point on why it's difficult to help a self-righteous person. But before I will mention the third point and why you may not be able to help or it's difficult to help a righteous person, I want you to leave a comment for us. If you are gaining value from this video already, I want you to leave a comment in the comment section. I want you to like this video and share it. Share with your friends, share it in our WhatsApp groups, and follow our YouTube channel, Emmanuel Inspire TV. In our TV channel, we have a lot of inspirational videos from great men around the world. You're going to be lecturing us, teaching us on how to manage our finances, how to manage our life, and how to live a productive life as a person. As a matter of fact, how to fulfill your purpose. A lot of videos in the channel that is going to really enhance you and build your personal, professional life. All right. So let's go back to the point on the top point why it's difficult to help a self-righteous person. I know you're going to like it, but this is one of the major issues with a self-righteous person. They are very defensive. They are very defensive. And this defensiveness have a way of creating arguments. You know, when you're having a conversation, you're supposed to be dialoguing, you're supposed to be seeing your viewpoint and understand. But for a self-righteous person, because they have a closed mind towards what you have to say, so they put up a defense. So no matter what you're going to say, it's going to fall to the ground. They're not going to take it. They may even allow you to finish talking. And when you finish talking, they come back and tell you, this is what I'm saying. We're going to go back to the point. This is what I meant. I meant this. And it's always about them. They don't believe in we or us. They believe in I and me. So this is a problem with a self-righteous person. Self-righteous people tend to be highly defensive when they believe or actions are challenged. All right, we try to put up, and tell them, no, I think this is wrong. I think this is not the right thing. They come up with a lot of defense, and that will put you in a very, bad state. All right, you put in a very bad emotional state. You may be able to feel regrets why you even started or why you even tried to help them, because they don't believe you have the answer, or you will be able to even help them at all. So you want to be very careful when you are trying to help a self-righteous person, because they already have a defense for you. They have a reason why you or what you are saying cannot skate through. So they are very defensive, all right, of their actions or inactions, especially when you try to challenge them. Instead of engaging in constructive conversation, they become defensive, and they result in attacking or belittling others. They can actually go straight on to attack your personality. They can begin to belittle you, use all sort of words that makes you begin to feel even more little than you felt you were when you were trying to provide help. So helping a self-righteous person can be a very tall, you may have one or two persons in your life that have actually demonstrated this attitude. It's not your fault that you were not able to help them. It's just that at that time, they put on the garment of a self-righteous person. Until they remove that garment and become the person they should be, who is admissive, who believe that errors are possible with them and they are human, and as long as they are human, there's that possibility of mistakes and errors. You may not be able to help them. If you are getting value already, I want you to like this page and share it, make a comment, and let people know we are live and we are giving value for your time. Another thing with their defensiveness is that defensive posture make it nearly impossible to have a productive discussion or negotiation with them. The fourth point with a self-righteous person is that the lack of empathy. All right, more like what Seven says, they lack humanity. They don't believe they can be wrong. But in this case, self-righteous individuals often struggle to empathize with others or understand their experience. You try to tell them what you think or what you feel, they never try to empathize. They never try to change their position to see if they can actually have a feeling of what that individual is trying to put across to them. So helping a self-righteous person with the lack of empathy can be a very big tug of war, because while you are expecting them to empathize with you, to have a feeling of what you are trying to say, you're trying to put it forth with a level of emotions, they are totally shut out. They are not with you. You'll be amazed. You want to ask yourself, have I not been talking to you? They come up with, okay, I've heard you. That's it. They don't come up with anything that makes you feel that they are even in a level of, empathy with you when you're having a conversation with them. So this lack of empathy of a self-righteous individuals often put others, under pressure. All right. It begin to put you trying to help them under a very serious pressure. They are more focused on maintaining their own sense of moral superiority. They have a moral superiority that believes that every other person is filthy and they are righteous. They are right, they remain right, and they are always right. How do you deal with such kind of persons? We are human. There are points where we make errors or we make mistakes, and that's what it's about humanity. Yes, we try to aim towards perfections, but when you deal with people who believe that they are right, always right, and remain right, you are actually dealing with a self-righteous person. You want to put up some hammer. You want to put up some level of, information, so you'll be able to harm yourself, so you don't become a victim that will be needing help while you're trying to actually provide help to a self-righteous person. This a lack of moral superiority leading to a lack of compassion or understanding of those who may have different belief or value without empathy. All right. It becomes difficult to connect or assist a self-righteous individual. Why? They don't believe that you even have anything to offer. All right. So you want to be very careful, because we have billions of people around the world who will definitely be needing your help. While you are trying to deal with one self-righteous person, you may even ruin your purpose for living. So you don't want to actually spend time dealing with a self-righteous person. They will change if you can change them. Of course, no human can change anyone except God. All right. The other point, which is actually the last point of a self-righteous person, before I give you that point, I want you to make a comment in the comment section. I want you to like this video and share it. I want you to call a friend. I want you to share this in your WhatsApp group. Tell it to a friend and let them know we are giving value here at Emmanuel Inspire TV, which is our YouTube channel. And if you are watching this on Facebook, you could actually follow our page, like it, give us a comment, and let us know there are things we are not doing right. We welcome your constructive criticism. Thank you so much. All right, the last point, which is the reason why it's difficult, if not impossible, to help a self-righteous person, is that resistance to change. What is the essence of life if people are not ready to change? Change, they say, is constant, but for a self-righteous person, he is right, he remains right, he's always right. How do you do with such a person? How do you have a negotiation? How do you have a conversation? How do you even let them know that they are wrong or they are right? They don't believe they are wrong. They don't believe you can ever change them. They remain right. They are always right, and they forever be right. The resistance to change. Self-righteous people are usually resistant to change, as they see their belief and value as absolute. All right, it's absolute. Every other thing, every other person is inferior compared to them. So they don't believe you have anything to contribute. They don't believe you even have a voice or you have anything to say. They are right. They may even call you to say, oh, let me hear what you have to say. And after you speak, they still hold on to what they believe was right from the beginning. The question you ask yourself, what was the essence of the conversation if you were not ready to listen to me? Conversation happens when two people talk. When you make your point and I make my point, we have a conversation. But for a self-righteous person, they don't believe you can ever have anything to do to change their position about what they believe was right or wrong. As they see their belief and value as absolute and immutable, they may even view any attempt to help or challenge a self-righteous person as an attack on their identity. All right, they see it as a threat to their personality. They see it as a threat to them. It's an attack on their personality. They take it so personal with you. So of what use is it going to start struggling with one or two persons who are self-righteous when you have billions of people around the world who will actually be needing your help? You want to ship ground, because until he or she changes that attitude of self-righteousness, you will not be able to gain value of your help. In you trying to help them, you will be roped with the accusation of you actually attacking their personality, and they will not take it lightly, because they believe in their superiority, they believe they are right, they are self-righteous, and they believe no other person can actually come their way to correct them or to make them feel like they are wrong at any point. So self-righteous persons they are resistant to change, and you want to be very careful. This resistance hamper any effort to bring about change or personal growth, making it challenging to provide assistance to self-righteous person. Yes, before I bring this to a close today on our third episode of the 49 persons you cannot help, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Emmanuel Inspire TV. Like this page and share it. Leave a comment for us. And like I said in the last section, if you want to guess what will be our next topic, it will be very nice to have it in the comment section. Who knows, you may actually be winning a prize from us. However, till I come your way again, I remain my humble self, Dr. Emmanuel O. Odige, saying, stay blessed.